Hello Aries, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here's the Three of Cups. This is the opportunity for celebration. This is you understanding the process of creation on the spiritual, emotional plane. So you know how to create more moments like this, right? More happy moments, more connected moments, more feelings of euphoria almost, right? Let's put this into some context. Let's see what's going on with this Three of Cups. We've got a Six of Wands now. When we have a Prince of Swords. Okay, a Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Death card, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Princess of Pentacles, and a Princess of Wands. Very interesting. Got a lot of good cards here. And even the Death card, I think, is a very positive card. This is showing slow and steady growth, right? Slow and steady evolution of, what I think is kind of this very, very satisfying business or career or financial situation. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. So this is really, there is a financial component here. I don't think it's limited to just finances. I think this is also one of celebration. This is one of kind of, family coming together. And it's really, it's kind of it's a very positive evolution in your entire life, right? Not just work finances, but in love, in relationships, in family, in creativity, right? This is a life reading, right? Let's select the mystery card. This is the bonus card, confirmation card. It's one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to set it down over here. We're going to put Kevin, a.k.a. Mr. Bates, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, or you have a hunch, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments, all right? Let's take a look around the room here. We've got, as far as major arcana goes, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. Now, to me, this really is an expansion. This is a growth. This is so much prosperity that it kind of is like overshadowing all of the negative stuff, right? It really is like things are getting better, but things are getting so much better, right? That it overshadows those things that didn't quite work out. Now, that's interesting to say because I feel like there is an older male energy in your life that has passed. It could be like a father, it could be a grandfather, it could be an older sibling, it could be an older partner, spouse, or something like that. I feel like they're still with you, and I feel like that what you're doing is, it's still, I think they had something with their digestion or with their abdomen, their stomach area. Something happened there. But I feel like they had a very far-reaching vision in your life. I kind of feel it's a fatherly figure. With the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like there was a long-term vision, long-term plan for life. I wonder if they maybe had a lot of big plans for you, or a lot of things that maybe the two of you were going to do together, or they had this vision of how they wanted your life to go. And I kind of feel like they were in some ways, maybe they facilitated some of your activity, maybe some of your college, school, university, a trade school maybe, or they like financed a business for you, or they invested in you, is what I'm trying to say. And I think really with the Three of Cups here, this is making me smile. I feel like they're really happy with what you're doing in your life. And I feel like you feel that too. Like you feel like you're making them proud. I think there's this feeling of pride there. And this is the six. This is the Six of Wands as well. And this is the card about that kind of pride. It's kind of saying like that we're succeeding, that we're doing this, that things are taken off. And it's not just for you. That you have this person with you. And I almost feel like they're still investing in you, like you still kind of feel the energy from them, maybe in a motivational kind of way. I almost feel like they're kind of like your good luck. I think that you have something of theirs that you keep with you. I don't know if it's some object, maybe I don't feel like it's a picture, but maybe. But something of theirs you keep with you, and that's kind of like a good luck charm for you. But I feel like there's a lot of reasons to celebrate in your life, and maybe you're not feeling this just yet, but you will be. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune here is why I say that, because with the Wheel of Fortune we don't always know what the timing is of things, and the Wheel of Fortune says that Spirit's got the time clock here, right? That things don't always align with when we think they should happen. Yeah. So this is kind of like unexpected opportunities, unexpected growth, unexpected prosperity, unexpected events in life that we really have to get on board with, right? That we might be on any particular point of the wheel and suddenly Spirit's just going to spin the wheel and we've got to hold on. Right? So I think there's a lot happening in your life all at once. I think it is business. I think it's love. I think it's family. I think it's creativity. I think there's this, there's a focus on health for you as well, right? I think you've been dealing with something health related recently. And I think that's kind of something, I almost feel like it's nothing serious. I kind of feel like you have to either, something needs to be reduced, either like cholesterol or blood sugar or, something like that. You're trying to improve your health in those sorts of ways. So there's like just a lot of things happening at once. And if we had our choice, we'd probably say, slow down, universe. Let me catch up. I got that feeling like there's so much happening that you almost wonder if you're falling behind. But we've just got to keep doing our best, right? That's all we can really do. And I think the funny thing is, one of the reasons why I'm smiling is because you think you're falling behind. You think it feels like you feel like things are getting ahead of you and you're not able to keep up with them. But we've got a 6 and a 6 here that say, you're perfect. You're right where you're doing perfectly good work. That you're excelling at this, that you're doing everything kind of in the right way, even though you feel like you're falling behind. No, you're keeping up with things just perfectly. And it really is this kind of growth and evolution of your life that is, this is what this older male energy, father type figure kind of had in mind for you. Yeah. I see the Prince of Swords underneath here, and I don't know if there's a younger male energy, like a sibling or a brother or something that is also kind of an important person in your life. But I feel like this is you with a little bit of this uncertainty. And I feel like it's kind of being on the fence with something. It's directly opposed to the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So it's kind of like, it doesn't matter how you think about this. It doesn't matter if you absolutely agree with this. Like, we feel like there's a choice we have to make, but the universe is saying, no, there's no choice. You just got to kind of roll with what's happening. Okay? And I don't quite understand what all of this means, but if it's resonating with you, you know what I mean by that. Where there's a feeling like we have to decide something or kind of agree to something, but Spirit's saying, no, you just kind of have to, maybe the choice is for you to just kind of go along with it, right? But there's not anything for you to really, it doesn't matter if you agree or disagree, this is what's happening, okay? And maybe that has to do with this younger male energy, maybe they're doing something or they've made a choice. It doesn't matter whether you agree or not. You kind of just have to, your choice is to be supportive or not, right? Okay, let's go to the path of the serpent. And as we explore these energies, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I like to see how worldwide our community is growing. It really, I appreciate all of you very, very much. Okay, the Six of Pentacles here. I can't stop smiling with this reading. This feels very, very jubilant, very celebratory. I feel even with the Six of Pentacles that this is your dinner table, and the Three of Cups is everybody gathering around the dinner table and kind of having a toast. Did you recently? And maybe the holidays just passed, I know. But I don't feel like it was that. I feel like it was something else. That there was this kind of, like somebody stood up with their glass and made an announcement or made a toast or did something like that kind of made everybody smile, right? And just kind of, maybe it has to do with this younger male energy. But I feel like that's kind of it was almost a surprise. And I feel like it led to like a lot of celebration. I think there's some mixed feelings about it or some kind of mixed thoughts, maybe the timing not perfect. But I feel like it was a reason to celebrate. Yeah. With the Ten of Cups here now, I feel like somebody in your life is dealing with food service or moving into food service. There's something to do with food service or catering. I don't know if you have to hire caterers or if maybe you had already, but I feel like there's something to do with a lot of food preparation, not the holidays, not you in the kitchen cooking, something from outside, right? So either someone's going into food service or you had to hire some food service kind of people. Anyway, those kind of details just sort of come in to my awareness as a way of validating the energy that we're in. Okay, so if they resonate with you, then take them for what they are, and they're meant for you, right? Those details, I really doubt they're meant for everybody who's watching. So if that's not ringing a bell, don't worry about it, okay? The Ten of Cups, though, in the position of the environment, this is the real fullness of life. This is, let's say, a full house. This is your plate being very full. Right, and almost if we can look at the Six of Pentacles as that plate. Well, your plate's kind of overflowing. There's this feeling that there's too much going on. There's too much to handle. There's too much on your plate that it's kind of fallen off onto the tablecloth, right? But this is not something that you can't do, okay? And the Ten of Cups is, I think, talking about there's maybe new additions to the family. I kind of wonder, now I don't want to say this, I kind of feel like somebody's getting married, and that may be the younger male energy, and it could be that's kind of where you're on the fence a little bit. But I feel like it's kind of overwhelming, but in a good way. There's just so much happening, and I think financially things are happening. We get that next with the Princess of Pentacles. There's a connection with, again, Northern Europe. I've been getting Northern Europe a lot lately. So there's something going on in Northern Europe that is either a connection with your family or there's some travel kind of happening in that direction, okay? But I feel like a lot of good things are happening, but it's kind of a lot at once. Yeah. And there's, again, this feeling of universe, spirit, slow down. Have you said that out loud, or did you tell somebody, I wish things would just slow down? Or did you maybe have that conversation with this older male energy, or with God, goddess, deity, where it's just kind of, thank you, but slow down, right? I just feel those words coming out of your mouth. But the Ten of Cups is a very good card. It talks about the fullness of the environment. I see a full house. I see a full schedule. I see a full bank account. I see a full refrigerator. I feel like there's abundance overflowing everywhere, and it seems like a lot. Okay. And the next card, I think it kind of relates to that. It's the Princess of Pentacles here. And this card represents every single thing that you've ever wanted, everything that you've ever thought about, well, that'd be a good idea. And here it is, This is the universe really manifesting everything. It's like having that really weird gift that anything you think about appears, right? It's kind of like having the Midas touch. It's not really, it's almost a curse, right? But I think you've had weird experiences like that in your life where you just kind of think of something like, oh, God, it'd be nice if I had that, or if I heard from this person. And then next thing you know, there it is, right? There's this ability in you to manifest. And I think part of the chuckle, part of the reason why I'm smiling so much is because I feel like you have this overwhelmed energy, but you kind of wished for it, that you envisioned these things, and now here they are, and now you're like, oh gosh, it's a very good problem to have, I think. But this is what I'm kind of feeling here with the Princess of and this is the obstacle. This is the obstacle to say, look, this is what I've dreamed of, this is what I've wanted, and no one said it was going to be easy, right? But I think this is the abundance that, again, it's a very good problem to have. We've just got to learn how to manage this, right? And so what I'm seeing, obviously here, we didn't mention this yet, but there's no swords cards here, except for this one. This doesn't really count. What I'm talking about is the actual swords, right? That it's your ability to kind of trim things away, to economize, to say, thank you for all of this abundance, but I'm going to say no to this stuff while I focus on this over here. I feel in some way you have a difficulty saying no, right? You accept what comes your way, and you are trying to go with everything that Spirit is bringing into your life. I feel like there needs to be a bit of a plan. I feel like we need a little more organization. It's kind of like you have this plate that's overflowing with stuff. Maybe we need another plate. Maybe we have to kind of make sections. We have to kind of separate the side dishes a little bit. So I wonder if the mystery card's going to be some air energy, maybe an Ace of Swords. I think would be perfect. But first, we've got to talk about the Princess of Wands. Now, to me, this is a couple of things. One, this is the inspiration that you feel with all of this celebration and excitement, all these good things that are coming into your life. You kind of want to just go wild with it, right? And that's the Princess of Pentacles, makes us feel like, I can do anything. I'm invincible. I have all of these resources now. I just want to go and travel and spend and indulge and have all of this excitement, I also wonder if there is this younger male energy, if you don't quite like the person that they're with, or if you wonder if that person's a little bit too wild, right? And so I feel for some of you, there's going to be that connection. And I kind of think that this is the younger female that's kind of new to the family. And you're just like, I don't really know how I feel about them yet, right? But again, it's not one of these situations that you have a say over. The only choice you have is whether to support them or not, right? So this is that makes me smile as well. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make light of it, but let's look at the mystery card now, Aries. Okay, I said I wanted it to be an Ace of Swords. The Empress would be very, very perfect right now. But I'm still thinking maybe the Ace of Swords. Maybe we need a little bit of discernment. We need a little bit of organization. We need the ability to kind of, chop things up into sections, right? Take things in chunks rather than all at once. But the Empress, I think, would show that beyond that, we've done that, that we're able to kind of utilize these resources, that we're sitting pretty right in the abundance that we wanted, that we manifested this, and, we're in control of it. We're going to make it work. Yeah. So I'd like to see that energy too, but if you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what it is. Oh, 10, another 10 of Cups. Oof, this is a lot. But this, I think, is really, it may be a lot, and it may be overwhelming at times, but you're still very, very grateful for it. This is your dream. You are going to be living your dream. Your dream is manifesting more and more and more and more. And I think really, all jokes aside, you're very thankful for everything that's coming into your life, everything that Spirit is bringing into your life. This older male energy is still there with you. And I feel like they're kind of chuckling too. That's saying like, sorry that I can't be there physically to help you, but this is so good for you in your life, But I feel like you're very much appreciative of what's coming into your life. Yeah, I feel like this is very, very good. But we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link that should be in the corner. If not, there's a link in the video description, okay? That'll take you to the extended readings. New readings for Aries every Monday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. But I'm here every day. You just come on back and see me again tomorrow, okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing. Yeah. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.